Imagine this. You lose the only person who ever believed in you. The world you knew collapses in seconds. Justice doesn't exist. Kindness doesn't matter. Dreams mean nothing. And in that moment, you decide something. Not to change the world, but to replace it entirely. This is the story of the mind of Obito Uchiha, one of the most tragic and philosophical villains in anime, and also one of the most dangerous. Before becoming the man who declared a world war, Obito was just a child, a clumsy child, a mediocre ninja, always arriving late, always losing to his rival, Kakashi Hatake. But he had something many geniuses didn't have, a dream to become Hokage. Not for power, not for fame, but because he believed that true heroes were those who protected their friends. In fact, one of his quotes perfectly summarizes his moral code. In the ninja world, those who break the rules are trash, but those who abandon their friends are worse than trash. That was Obito, an idealist, a dreamer, someone who truly believed the world could become a better place, until the world proved him wrong. Obito's life changed in an instant, the moment he saw Rin Nohara die. But the worst part wasn't her death. The worst part was who killed her, his best friend, Kakashi. That moment destroyed everything Obito believed in. Friendship didn't save anyone. Dreams didn't save anyone. Justice didn't save anyone. And his mind reached a brutal conclusion. This world is hell. That was the birth of the real Obito. When Obito meets Madara Uchiha, he hears a dangerous idea. An idea many philosophers have explored. The idea that life is suffering. The philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer said that human existence is trapped between pain and emptiness. According to him, life can never be truly happy. Obito begins to see the world in exactly the same way. Wars continue. Hatred repeats itself. People keep dying. And then he reaches his final conclusion. The problem isn't people. The problem is reality itself. If reality is the problem, then the solution is simple. Create another one. Obito's plan is called the Infinite Tsukuyomi, a genjutsu that would trap all of humanity in an eternal dream. A world where no one loses, no one suffers, no one dies. A world where Rin would still be alive. Interestingly, this idea resembles the philosophy of Plato. Plato believed that our world is only an imperfect copy of an ideal reality. Obito takes that idea to the extreme. If the real world is imperfect, then it must be abandoned. At this point, Obito believes in nothing anymore. Not in love, not in friendship, not in hope. This closely resembles the nihilism described by Friedrich Nietzsche. Nihilism occurs when a person concludes that life has no meaning, but Nietzsche believed nihilism had to be overcome. Obito doesn't. Obito embraces it. In fact, he says something chilling. I am no one. Obito Uchiha. Cease to exist. There is a reason why Obito becomes obsessed with Naruto Uzumaki. Because Naruto is exactly what Obito could have been. Both of them were orphans, were rejected, wanted to become Hokage, wanted to protect their friends. The only difference, Boo, is that Naruto never lost hope. And that is what finally breaks Obito. Naruto shows him something he had forgotten, that even in the cruelest world, hope can survive. When Obito finally confronts his past, he realizes something devastating. He wasn't saving the world, he was escaping from it. Everything he did, all the wars, all the deaths, were the result of a single moment, the moment he stopped believing. And in his final act, Obito does something the villain would never have done. He saves Naruto's life, because deep down, the boy who wanted to become Hokage never disappeared. He was only lost. The story of Obito Uchiha is not just the story of a villain. It is the story of what happens when a person completely loses hope, when pain becomes stronger than dreams. But it is also a warning, because if a single moment can destroy someone, then another moment can save them. And that is the difference between Obito and Naruto.